Mojoholics. Welcome to Inside Watch Mojo, episode 4. In the spirit of getting to know more Watch Mojo staffers, with me today I have Angela, producer of TopX and WatchMojo.News. Welcome.
Welcome, thank you.
Now, she's the girl that you want to harass if you have any passion projects that you really want to see on either of those shows, just so you know. So I've kind of lost track. I don't even know how long I've been here anymore. So how long have you been with the company?
I've been here for about 6 months.
Cool.
Yeah.
So like we got to know Matt a couple weeks ago, we'd like to get to know you a little bit. So you produce TopX, which is all about YouTube channels and so on. So when you're on YouTube for fun, what are you doing?
I'm probably checking out the latest videos by my favorite YouTubers. So Philip DeFranco, Susie, pretty great. Cool. Apart from that, I'm making like music playlists because I think YouTube's a great platform for music still.
Okay, what's on your latest music playlist?
Everything, can I say that?
No, you cannot.
Everything apart from like hardcore country and screamo music. I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone.
Oh, you are. But anyway, that's a cop-out, so give me one song.
One song. Words I Don't Remember by How to Dress Well.
Sure.
Yeah.
I will YouTube that, as I am not familiar. So when you started, what was your original vision for the shows for WatchMojo.News and TopX?
Okay, so for TopX, I think our vision was that we wanted to have a hosted channel, and we also wanted to explore and build like with our YouTube community. So, collaborate with different YouTubers, like showcase them. And for WatchMojo.News, it was to bring like the most timely news topics that are affecting the world, and really dig deep and have an in-depth report on it in a top 10 fashion.
Right. So that timely thing in the new show every week is kind of a new thing for us. So how do you guys come up with the new topics each week?
Well, for topics, it's relatively easy. Right. We go by the suggestion page. So if people suggest a topic and it gets upvoted, we will definitely check it out, and a video will probably appear in the future. But for WatchMojo.News, we are consistently scanning all the major news networks, and we're looking for the biggest and like most breaking stories to cover. So that's how we find the topics.
So for TopX, you mentioned one of the goals was to have a hosted show.
Yes.
Why? Like, don't we get enough Dan?
Never enough Dan. Never enough Dan. No, I think that, in YouTube, we're experimenting. We want to experiment with a hosted channel, try something new, and we want to showcase Dan because, there's a lot of love for him. So I think that's pretty much why we gave him his own show.
Right. Yeah, YouTube's pretty host-driven, so I guess, yeah. So I know you guys have been kicking the ideas of like underrated or overlooked YouTube channels around. Yes. How come we haven't done those yet?
Well, those are like two separate things.
Sure.
In terms of overlooked, yes, we have overlooked some YouTube channels, but in the future we will definitely be addressing that with a TopX overlooked YouTuber channel list, so don't worry about that. In terms of underrated, we wanted to do underrated YouTubers because we wanted to showcase that as well, but at the same time, it's very hard to be objective about it. Yeah. Like, where's the cutoff? So in terms of that, we don't really know where we're going with that. So for now, it's a no.
Right. But as always, you guys could leave some comments and let us know what you think about those and how we could maybe be objective about them. Speaking of which, we have some suggestions this week that we need your help with. Top 10 World of Warcraft bosses, Top 10 Trends of the 2000s, and Top 10 Conventions of all time. Well, I don't have a lot to say about World of Warcraft and conventions like Comic-Con. Comic-Con is probably going to be number one. But as for trends of the 2000s, what is your least favorite trend of the 2000s?
I don't know if it's necessarily trend, but I would probably go with white leggings.
Is that a thing?
It's a thing, and it is not pretty.
Yeah, I don't, no. No. I didn't like that hair, like, the Justin Bieber this thing, like where you had to do this to get the hair out of your eyes. That was not, it's not high on my list. No. Anyway, I am working on a suggestion this week. It is top 10 most iconic family movies.
Ooh.
So obviously I'm gonna say Back to the Future because that's just how I do, but what, like, do you have like a go-to movie that you watch with your family? Or that you did watch with your family?
Well, Home Alone. would have to be it. I mean, I still watch it. It's a classic forever. So I would say definitely Home Alone.
I know. I love when it's on at Christmas, and then it's Christmas, and it's just great.
What about you?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, Toy Story's getting a lot of action on the suggest page, but I've never watched that with my family, I don't think.
Okay, I thought you were going to say never watched
No,
that.
I've watched it. I've not seen the third one. So I don't know. Like, Back to the Future, I definitely watched with my family, so what are you going to do? What are you working on?
Well, we have a couple of topics that we need some votes. So top 10 YouTube animators, top 10 YouTube gaming news channels, which I think will be popular, and top 10 YouTube beer and wine aficionado channels.
Oh, I bet that one's going to be popular.
Probably.
So, last week we ran a contest, as we are wont to do, and it was a giveaway for a Blu-ray copy of The Book of Life. And all you had to do was tweet us who your favorite celebrity voice acting performance in an animated cartoon was. And did you get all that? So congratulations to Sandra Argese, also known as the Classy Bogan, who said Estelle Harris as Mrs. Potato Head. Sweet Potato, who you calling Sweet Potato? I cannot do that voice. So don't forget to email us at contest@WatchMojo.com to claim your prize and to tell us your shipping information. Now, we have another contest this week for some Watch Mojo swag. And in honor of upcoming Valentine's Day, reminder, if you need to buy anybody any gifts, do it. So for Valentine's Day, tweet us with the hashtag WMQuestion, as always. What is the most romantic thing you've ever done? Have you ever been on the receiving end of romance, or have you ever done something romantic? No.
No, never. I mean, yeah, like big grand gestures, they're not really my thing.
No. Nobody's like ever done the stereo Peter Gabriel?
But like if they want to, yeah, they should definitely go ahead and do that. No, I think like I really appreciate like small gestures. So if you can make me like a heart-shaped cake, or you know, like a homemade card, and pick up my favorite drink at Starbucks. Hey, small things.
It's the 21st century. Chivalry is dead. Anyway, no. Yeah, I am also feeling like my romance stories are not the best. I don't have a great track record in that regard.
No, don't say it.
But I think probably the most romantic thing that ever happened was I was dating this guy. I told him that I always wanted the game Dream Phone, and then we broke up. And then like 8 months later, it was my birthday, and I get Dream Phone. And I was just like, aw.
Aw.
Anyway.
It's adorable.
I thought it was cute. So, you tweet us at WMQuestion with your most romantic things, and we will let you know the winner next week. Thanks for watching.